Hey, it's me, the Rhino, Survival Skills 101, here today to talk about some good eating. I'm going to speak of Mountain House, Wise Foods, Backpackers Pantry. Which of these dehydrated foods are the best? We're going to go through the pros and cons of these, let you make your own decision. You know, if you're doing any time camping or you're a prepper and you need to have long-term food storage, outside of canning yourself, you need to get some of this stuff, all right? I have three products here, and basically what this is dehydrated food, meaning the company has taken pretty good food and taken all of the water out of it, and then they've packaged it up. And the shelf life for these kinds of dehydrated products is, they say 20 years, but I think the cans are probably 20 years. I would go more like 10 years. For a shelf life. But you know what? Having something around that'll last 10 years and you don't have to do something with it, man, that's perfect for prepping. It's perfect for camping. And now you just need to decide which one that you really like. Well, I want to say this. I think it basically comes down to this. It comes down to price, it comes down to ingredients, and it really comes down to your personal preference in taste. I'm not going to lie to you, I love Mountain House. I go camping with it all the time, I use it all the time, I eat it all the time, and I think it is a fantastic product and I really enjoy it. However, the problem is it can get kind of expensive. This is about $7 for a package of this. So for one package costs about $7. Now I know you can get it cheaper, you can buy it in buckets and things like that, but average if you go to a store, you're going to spend about $7. But the ingredients are awesome. It tastes fantastic, and you know what? It's pretty light as well. So I really enjoy this. I'm a big Mountain House fan. However, I don't use Mountain House for my prepping as much. I used to. I have a lot of it, but I've switched over for prepping to the Wise Food Company. And the reason I've switched over to Wise is because it is inexpensive. You can buy a lot of Wise food, and it'll go a long way in your prepping needs. Just the other day, for $80, I bought a month's worth of food. At least that's what they call it, a month's worth of food. And it had a lot of food in it, and it was about $80, and it's perfect for a prepper who's on a budget and needs to make their money go far. Now, the downside of this is a few things. First of all, the taste is okay. I think it's all right, which is good for me. I mean, a cheap price, the taste is okay, fantastic. But I don't think a lot of times the food, when you put the hot water in, that the food gets soft enough quickly. A Mountain House, it happens really quickly, but I find that with Wise Foods, the food stays a little brittle in there, and so you got to go a lot longer. The second thing that I don't like about Wise Foods is that you can't seal this back up. With Mountain House, you can put the water in and you seal it up right along the top right there, and it'll hold the water in. Here, doesn't really do that. You cut it open, once it's open, it's open. So what I've done is I've devised a little scheme that I just take a potato chip bag closer and I put it over that when I put the water in. They say that you're supposed to take it and put it in the pan. I don't do that, I put it right in there. But you know what, I just close it with one of those potato chip, closers, I don't know what you call it. The last thing I don't like about Wise is that it's really kind of bulky here. I mean, it says 4 servings for an adult. This one is like 2.5 servings. I'm going to tell you what, that's 1 serving for me. I'm a big dude, that's 1 serving. They say about 4, that's about 1.5 for me. So they label it 4 servings for an adult. Yeah, well, you ain't getting much to eat that day, I guess. But however, Wise Foods, very good for preppers. It's very inexpensive, and you know what? It's not too bad. It's just got a few problems, but man, when you're hungry in a survival situation, you'll like this. Now, I'm just going to tell you this one, Backpackers Pantry. I saw this. I said, I'm going to check this out. I have never used Backpackers Pantry. I'm sure some of you have and can tell me about it, but I'm going to find out for myself. It seems to me to be a lot like Mountain House. It's a little skinnier package, and I kind of feel it doesn't stand up as well. You put the water in, and I don't know if it's going to stand up as well. We're going to check that out. But it's got a lot of different recipes for it, unlike the Mountain House. It had pretty much a standard American kind of fare. This one has more creative cuisine that you can have. and there seems to be a lot in it. It's still pretty light, and the cost is pretty much exactly like Mountain House, maybe just a little bit more. All right, now before I start opening this up and I start eating it, I just want you to know this. All of these products are high in sodium. Can't believe it. So there's a lot of sodium in there, and I mean, if you don't like a lot of sodium, you might not want to get these, because boy, there's a lot of it. And one of the other things too, I don't know if I should say this on camera, but it seems like when I eat a lot of it, I'll go days camping and I eat a lot of it, I start to get the runs. I don't know about you. They say it's supposed to make you regular. I don't know, it gives me the runs, but all of this stuff does. So that's my personal problem. I just thought I would share that with everybody. Anyway, we're right now going to take a look at Backpacker's Pantry. I'm going to taste it and let you see. Okay, gonna try out Backpacker's Pantry. Gonna try the lasagna, my favorite. Looking on the back right here, best by 7/9/2021. That means it's best by that date, but it'll go a lot longer than that. So it'll last a good long time. Kind of a cool package too. So it's just like Mountain House. You open it up, makes it easy to open it right here. Now open that up, and then you just bring it open like this, and that's what the food looks like inside. It's got a little oxygen absorber. Don't eat this. Doesn't taste very well. A few times I've eaten this. Not really. Alright, so basically what we're going to do, we're going to take our hot water and fill it up right in here. I always put too much. It's my problem. Basically what you do now is you seal this up. Smells pretty good. Seal this up and you leave it and let it get full of water, and give it about, I don't know, 4 minutes, and you can eat it. So I'm about 2 minutes into this. I just left it, didn't do anything to it. Now I'm just going to move it around a little bit, because there's stuff in there that probably didn't get hit with water. Make sure that you get that. It gets a little hot. That's good. And then you walk away and let it rehydrate. Okay, so now I have about 30 seconds left. What I usually do is I'll open it up a little bit, take a spoon, and then I start stirring the rest of it to agitate it up, to get just the rest, to see if there's anything that I missed. Make sure I get rid of all of the excess water too. Sometimes I dump it out if there's excess water. I look pretty good today. I just stir it around, make sure all that water gets soaked up by the lasagna. Alright, then usually what I'll do, and I'm not going to do it this time, usually one more time I would walk away again. So about 2 or 3 times I'm just checking it. Some of you probably won't do that. You'll stir it once. Me, I like to make sure that it's done completely, because I like to eat good food. Alright, so here's what it looks like right here. There's the lasagna. Not too shabby. I'll move that in there a little bit more. Alright. So check that out. That's the lasagna. Let's give this a try here. I'm going to give you an honest opinion of it. So, here we go. You know, it's not too bad. It's a different tasting lasagna, almost like a gourmet kind of lasagna, I would say. And I would eat this if I were hungry. So it's definitely a different taste of lasagna as well. So, okay. Excuse me while I eat and talk. Not too shabby. It turned out just fine. I make sure of that. I like to stir it up a lot. Again, the Wise foods, I have a problem. I got to keep going, keep that process up. Sometimes add more water. So one of the big things is don't get too much water, don't get too little water. That's a tough one to do. I usually get too much water. But that time I got it right. So anyway, Backpacker's Pantry. Yummy. Oh, okay. There you go. Dehydrated food. Got Mountain House, very tasty. Wise Foods, cheap and okay. Backpacker's Pantry. I forgot to mention Backpacker's Pantry is vegetarian, so if you're a vegetarian, this is the one for you. Anyway, if you like what we're doing, hey, subscribe to our channel. Share us with your friends. For Survival Skills 101, I'm the Rhino. Are you prepared to look forward? Oh yeah. Hey, is there something on my chin?